everybody. My name is Amina. A lot of you know me, a lot of you don't. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a big inspiration to women and men too. So people have been just talking to me throughout the years, just telling me, Minnie, I think you're missing your calling. You need to talk to people. You have a lot of things to say that can really help people. And I feel that as well. I think the first thing that I want to discuss as women, no matter what your color is, no matter what your nationality, and men as well, we have to learn how to support each other and forgive each other. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And as the great Maya Angelou would say, I'm human, so nothing human could ever be alien to me. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I had children at a young age, so I've experienced a lot of things. And in order to speak on anything, you have to be any type of relationship. The root word is relatable, whether that's a friendship, partnership, anything connected to ship on the end of it. So I'm going to talk about some of those things. My women, my sisters, we got to do better. We got to love each other better. I was just ministering to a young lady, and she was asking me, about her children's father, and she was telling me about some things that she was experiencing, and he's with this other woman, and the woman is very nasty, very volatile, very negative, doesn't accept the children, and I have personal experience on these things. So the only thing that I could tell her is that she has to just pray, because everything that happens, all our footsteps are ordered by God. Even your mistake, He gonna turn it into a miracle. And trust and believe when I tell you this. No guilty man goes without punishment. You will reap what you have sown. Our children are our responsibility. Giving glory to God, that's our human responsibility. Being grateful and knowing that life is a process, and we all want wealth. We all want success. We all want these things. But is everybody willing to do the things that it takes to get those things? Piggybacking on what I was just saying about the young lady, you can't make anybody love you. You can't make anybody love their children. But what you can do is set an example on what you allow. Don't allow people to walk all over you. Don't allow people to make it feel like it's okay to come in and out of your life. Set a boundary. Mean it when you say it. It's okay to love somebody. You may have days where you're feeling really strong and really powerful. And you may have days where you feeling drained, your energy is low, you're hurt, you're experiencing all these emotions. And that's okay, because you're a human being. And it's okay, it's part of your journey. So what you have to learn is to vocalize your feelings. Nothing covered up can heal. If a woman is with a man and he's not being a father or being the man that God designed for him to be, the karma that he's going to reap behind that, she's going to reap as well. Wrath, God is a God of grace, mercy, and favor. He's a God of love. He's a savior. That's all He wants to do, is save us all. And it's not judgment to say what the judge meant. And the good books tells us that the wise speak of His judgment. So if you're with someone that's doing hurtful things to you out of spite, out of vengeance, out of wrath, just to be pure evil, then they're gonna reap the consequences behind it. Nothing good can come to those who are bad. That's just the truth. Don't shoot the messenger. And if you're one of these women that are with a man and you're trying to block him from his children and block him from his destiny, then God is gonna punish you with your children. Everything that goes out, it has to come back with 100% accuracy. So be mindful of how you treat people. Be mindful of the seeds you sow, because no guilty man is going to go without punish. As women, we have to learn how to not be so harsh. If you're in a relationship with a man and it's over, let it be over. You may still love this man and you want to talk to this man, and that's fine. And if you want to vocalize it, vocalize it. It's part of your healing. But you can't live in that moment. You can't stay in a down place. You have to love yourself enough to say, you know what? I'm worthy. I was promised my heart desires. And if God is keeping somebody away from you, it's something toxic about them that their spirit cannot intertwine with yours. So be grateful for the things that are not attached to you that you may want. It's a process. throughout my spiritual journey, I've met a lot of people throughout social media, just throughout life. I've learned a lot about twin flames. I've learned a lot about God and life, creation. I love creation. I love all people. And I pray for all my enemies. You know, people tend to do all these demonic things. You know, women can do demonic things to try. A lot of times the woman won't even want the man. She will just be trying to hurt a woman out of pure jealousy. But what you got to understand is the bill come due. And it has to be paid. You will reap everything you sown. Any man that neglects his bloodline, that can neglect his children, he don't love himself. And there's no way you can love a woman and you don't love your children. And any woman that believes that is delusional. I hate to tell you that, and I will pray for you. And you need to pray for yourselves. The best thing that anybody can do is love themselves and trust God and love God and be grateful and know that not every wave hits the shore at the same time. You can have unconditional love for a person and not be with them. But unconditional love does not mean unconditional access. Just because you love somebody unconditionally does not mean you have to give them unconditional access to your heart. In order to avoid poison, you have to avoid the whole plant. A man have to learn how to take accountability and responsibility. And men, this is for both sexes. This is not just toward men. I'm a woman, so I'm speaking, but this goes for women that have these same issues too, because it's a lot of men that have their children, and there's a lot of men that go through these things with women. I think living in a society now with sex is everything is just, it's okay to be so loose with everything. And sex is not just, it's a change of spirit. So you have to be really cautious about who you tie your spirit to. You may be feeling a lot of things you never felt before, and it's because you may have laid with somebody who's with somebody that's toxic and demonic. So you have to be really mindful of these things and know that everything that goes on in life is a part of your journey. Your mistakes are a part of your growth and development. Your pain leads to your purpose. You cannot live in fear. Fear is false evidence appearing to be real. To all my single mothers and all my single fathers, I'm a single mom. I'm a grandmother now by the grace of God. But what you have to know that every day is not going to be easy. Life is great, it's spectacular. But life is a journey. It's a process. You know, and in order to get to the mountain, you got to walk through the valley. And you got to know that you have to be on your journey. Be kind to yourself. Be forgiving to others. God said keep no track of wrongdoings. Real love keeps no track of wrongdoings. So he said that offenses will come. He's let us know that people are going to offend us. People are going to say things that will hurt us. But he goes on to say, woe unto them through whom they come. For you rather wear a millstone around your neck and cast yourself in the sea before you do harm to the little ones. He means his children. So you have to know that if you're going out your way to hurt people, it's not going to prosper. Matter of fact, if you have big dreams, the Creator will give your dreams to those who you inflicted. You have to be very mindful of the people that you hurt. Everybody is somebody. Not a leaf falls off a tree without the permission of God. I just want to tell everybody to love yourself on this journey of life. Be humble. Be receptive to change. You cannot be stuck in one place, whether it's a job, a career field, a place of residence, even a relationship, because we have to go through this life. We have so many, our life is supposed to be in servitude to the Creator. So we have so many people in places that we have to go, being of the light, being a light worker, that we have to spread our light to. So don't be afraid to let your light shine. It's an old song I used to hear watching a Tina Turner movie. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Just have joy, be able to laugh. Know that, don't take yourself so serious. Love yourself, forgive yourself, be kind to yourself. Be able to recognize when people are taking advantage of your love. My heart is the biggest thing on my body. I will help anybody. Anybody who knows me knows that about me. And I'm a Leo, so I'm fierce. I'm the lioness. And you know, the lioness is more fiercer than the lion. But I'm also gentleman, but I'm very strong. If I said it, then I meant it, and ain't nobody gonna check it. So when I say it, I'm very passionate about the things that I do and say, because I'm a passionate person. I love hard. I love everybody. But if you're attached to me, then everything that's attached to my body is blessed. Everything that's attached to me is blessed. I got the Midas touch. Everything I touch turned to gold. So I want everybody to feel like that about themselves. And don't be afraid of who you are. Don't be afraid of your light. Don't be afraid of discovering new things about creation. Get you some sage and sage things down. Don't be afraid of spirituality. We are the chosen people of God. That doesn't reflect this. That reflects this. That has nothing to do with this. That has everything to do with this. People are so caught up in color, and that's wrong. We are. Look at the rainbow. It's bright. It's full of all the colors, and it signifies God because He is in all of us. And yes, my people, this has been victimized. This has been victimized. We all have been victimized. But continuing with the victimizing is not going to be what we need as a people to change. No, we can never forget what happened to us. But we got to also learn that we can't live in those moments, that we're greater than that because we went through these things. And I'm saying that to say that everybody is somebody. Even the people that are working in the dark and doing all these evil things, and that's pain. When I see those type of people, I see a lot of pain. I see a lot of hurt. It's toxic, and you got to be very careful about who you connect your energy to. But I pray for these people, and I hope that they are able to find their way back to the light. Love is great. Love is the greatest of all human emotions. So sometimes it's not so easily expressed. And if you're damaged and you've been hurt in childhood and you have mother issues, father issues, it may be very hard for you to be receptive to love. And it may be on an unusual feeling. You may not, sometimes people are used to being treated bad. They run from things that are good. If you need professional help, I tell everybody, if you need professional help, there's nothing wrong with getting help. Do everything that you can do to make yourself better. My name is Amina. By definition, my name means wise, honest, and trustworthy. I'm everything that my name says I am and more. I'm not anything in the flesh. I'm a spiritual being. I love everybody. To all my single mothers, my single fathers that's struggling, every day is a new day. Be grateful for where you are, because God can never turn what's not enough into more than enough until you're first grateful for not having enough. Love your children. Plant seeds. Break generational curses. If you weren't hugged and loved, hug and love your children. It's no manual that comes with being a parent. If you are a mother or a father and you have not saw your children and you're entertaining a man or a woman, you're wrong. And I want to be that mirror of truth to you. I want to tell you that you never know who's going to be the one to have to hand you your last glass of water. And if you lack to take care of your children, who is going to take care of you? This is the circle of life. You start how you end. You're going to turn back into what you came. Women, if you entertaining men who you know mistreating the mothers of their children and mistreating their children, they got to be mistreating you. Who are you to deny somebody what God said? Who are you? When you try to step in the way of what God said, you deny yourself your own destiny. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Women, let's go for men and women. This is an equilibrium here on my forum. It's equilibrium. I take no hierarchy over whether you're a man or whether you're a woman. I stand with what's right, and I'm trying my best to forbid what's wrong. If you are a woman and you are with a man, or you're a man and you with a woman, and however it resonates, if the shoe fit, put it on, baby. Put it on. Now, if you doing these things, stop. And you know you're wrong. Then if you have children and you doing these things, how dare you? You wrong. Life is a boomerang. You reap what you sow. No good can come from bad. Name me one time when the devil won. God will strip you down when you don't listen to him. Because every tongue gonna confess and every knee gonna bow. You cannot run from God. You can't run from the Creator. If he said no, you don't have the authority to say yes. If you with somebody and it's volatile and toxic, and you doing all these things, you arguing and fighting over kids, I'm talking. And this is my form. I'm going to say whatever I want. If nobody don't like it, you don't got to watch. Please keep that in mind. But my name is Amina. And I love to talk, but I got something to say. I want my women to know that I listen to hip hop music, rap music, country music. Matter of fact, I'm waiting on my guitar to get here. I'm gonna teach myself how to play the guitar, and I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna sing. I do whatever make me happy. I'm free like that. But I want people to know that we're gonna bear witness to the year 2020. If you have 2020 vision, you have perfect clarity. So this season right here is attached to destiny. God gave man free will. But in this season, this is destiny. If he took it away from you, it may hurt, it may be hard. Accept it and know that whatever's meant for you, if it's meant for you, he'll fix it. They will fix it and they will come back to you, because no human, nobody has the authority to deny what the Creator said. You got to know that. 2020 means perfect vision. That means God gonna line everything up in your life. This is a purging season. This is a season you're going to lose a lot of people you love. You're going to lose a lot of places that you may like to visit. If you got addictions, you're being forced to let them go. If you're addicted to lust, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the outer pride of life, any addiction fall under one of them categories. Your ear gate, your eye gate. You got to be very sensitive about what you allow to come through these channels. You got to be very sensitive about it. Teach your children to know that, yeah, TV is entertaining. Everybody gonna watch a little TV. I don't watch it that much because the more you evolve, it's really hard to get into. It's a couple. I love to laugh and cut up a little bit. So it's a lot of things I watch just for entertainment purpose. But a lot of stuff is just mental trash. You just can't put it in your spirit. I want to tell everybody that no matter how tough it is right now, you're still here. You got a chance. You got the opportunity to make it better. You can't hold nobody else responsible for your destiny. Oh, I'm in this situation because of him. He did this and that happened to me and she didn't love me and they left me. Damn all that. Love yourself enough. Write a list and say A, B, C, D, and these are things that I'm going to do. Your tongue, watch it. Your tongue it's a double-edged sword. You can use it for good or you can use it for evil. Now, me, through my spiritual journey, I'll be 40 on August 19th. Leo in the house. I'll be 40. Leo in the house. I'm really happy about that. Everybody, a lot of people, I lost a lot of people I love. I've seen a lot of people I grew up with die. So, everybody ain't made it. So, I'm grateful that I'm here. Glory be to the Creator, the Most High. So, I just want people to know that be open and receptive to change. Don't be too complacent and get stuck in one spot where it's uncomfortable for you to leave. You will never be great if you're comfortable. And then a lot of people, you got to learn how to move with the child. Because everybody going to have something bad to say about you. Oh, she got children with this man, and she got this many children. She did it. But let's talk about some of the good things. Because if God said to spread your seed throughout the earth and to spread it, and he said have your child children. That's what God said in my own terms, in my own words. He said to do that. So who in the hell is anybody else to say something about it if he said do it? Bye. But are they taken care of? Stop being so hypocritical of people and talking about people, and clean out your own closet. Because if you can, it take a really, really strong person to be a single mother. It take a really, really strong man or woman. And I don't care how evil you've been or what type of mistakes you made. Everybody, I don't care, everybody got a chance to strain your faith. If you still breathing, strain your faith. You know you're wrong, strain your face. Strain your face. Pride come before destruction. And God will break you down to the lowest common denominator. You'll be a fraction. But you want to be whole. So, yeah, that way. Everybody got something to say, but I'm talking about something. I got something to say, but I'm talking about something. And I just want to tell everybody, no matter how tough it is, no matter how hard it is, life ain't always easy. We wasn't given a book. Everybody wasn't birthed in a perfect situation. And whether you and I know, and you got a lot of people who multi-millionaires killing themselves, going absolutely nuts. Why? Because money can't buy peace. Money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy the favor of God. So a lot of people trying to obtain the wrong things and missing out on the right things. If you are saying, oh, I ain't seen my kids, I'm working, I'm doing this, and I'm trying to provide. No, damn all that. It's an order. You got to follow the order of God. God, family, everything else after that. And in that order. Don't shoot the messenger, baby, because I just came here to tell you what it is. If you don't like it, you're going to have to take it up with the Creator, because he said it, he meant it. His word will never come back void. And if he said it, nobody got the right to say anything about it. A lot of folks need to check themselves. They really need to stand down, get their shit together. Because if you're trying to, life is a puzzle. If you're trying to fit pieces into your puzzle to spite somebody else or hurt somebody else, you're missing out on your whole puzzle, baby. And you're missing out on a lot of pieces. And life is a test. And you're going to have to keep going through the same class till you pass the test. Do you want to go to the next level, or do you want to be spiteful and evil and end up spiting yourself? I can't name it one time the devil on the one gets no glory. He ain't even alive. A lot of y'all giving the devil too much glory. He ain't even here. It's a spirit. Y'all better get rid of these spirits and check them at the door. Stop letting everybody in your house. And if your house nasty, clean it up. Sweet Jesus. What is wrong? Everybody got room where they can improve. Everybody got room to improve. Everybody got room to improve. We have to learn how to love. Just love without any type of judgment. Yes, somebody may got some issues, but do you love them enough to look at the seed as though it's a tree? Do you love them enough to stay there with them through the journey? Now, you may get on a part of your journey where y'all got to separate. That's fine. Because if for you, it's going to come back. Can't nobody take nobody from you that's for you. They don't got that kind of power. You better own your power and own your strength. When you tap into the Creator, and if he said that whatever you say in his name, you got an advocate standing behind you in the kingdom, sitting up high. Ain't nobody can mess with that. Nobody can touch that. Live your life on purpose. You got to learn. Loneliness is a disease that a lot of people suffer from, battle with. A lot of people will stay in mediocrity and be unhappy just to say they got somebody. That's sick. That's low self-esteem. You got to learn how to love yourself. You got to learn how to be alone. You're going to have to go through the wilderness. You can do it. You can do it. You're strong enough. Because if you made it this far in life, if you get to hear this message, I hope it gives you something. It gives you inspiration. I got 7 children. My children's fathers are in their life. My oldest children's father went to prison. Most of them went to prison. I raised kids alone. I was looking for love in all the wrong places. A lot of people say, well, man, I want to tell people my business. And no. In order to know the glory of what you see, you got to know the whole story. I don't care. Whatever I did it. And I take ownership. I take responsibility for it. I'm wealthy because I possess things that money can't buy. Peace, love, gratefulness, compassion. When the Messiah that the Creator sent to die for our sins, when he see me, he can see a reflection of himself inside of me. We are all filthy rags in his presence. Not one of us is exempt from that. All those who got these titles where they talking about they are perfectionists and they perfect and you nuts. That's not real. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect in that sense. But God said he created us perfect in his image. And I don't care how perfect, no matter who you is, what you did. If I done something to anybody, said something to anybody, in relation to anything, be it somebody I was dating, somebody I have children with, something happened 20 years ago, 2 years ago, a year from now, a month ago, it don't matter. From my heart, I'm sorry. We don't own each other. A real relationship is a partnership, not an ownership. Y'all need to learn something about that now. Partnership, not ownership. I am living life. I'm a healer. I'm a light worker. I'm a woman of valor. I'm a woman of God. I hold myself with a standard. And that standard is I love humanity. I don't think I'm no better than nobody else. And if somebody has that perception of me, they haven't talked to me. If somebody feels as though, oh, she ain't this, she ain't that, she ain't that, that's fine. Address it. I got a forum here. You can come and address these things. I love everybody. If you left, I love you. If you stayed, I love you. If you're absent, I love you. If you're present, I love you. You understand me? It's nothing that somebody can do. It's nothing that anybody can do that can take away from the frequency I'm on. I'm on a 5 dimension, maybe probably 6 dimension now. And I was afraid to do this video. That's why I did it. Because I was afraid to. I don't give in to fear. I'm free. It don't matter it don't matter who don't like me and who get on here and somebody may say something bad and I was worried about all these things. But what you say about me is a reflection of what's on you. It ain't on me. My name is Amina. The name says it all. And anybody who know me, they know me. They can speak on me. If they know me, they'll say, that it's nothing bad they can say. That's a good person. She go out her way to help anybody. She pull people up and she see them down. She takes joy in seeing everybody win. I'm the type of woman, I've tried to make peace with anybody that I've throughout my journey of life. And this go all the way back to when I was a young girl, middle school. If I ever had some type of a problem with you or vice versa, I love you and I'm sorry that we experienced those things. Nobody is in a position to be uncompassionate. We all need grace. We all need mercy from God. And I want to tell men, everybody, if a young girl see this and she's a teenage mom and she's pregnant and she's alone and the daddy say it ain't his baby, and if you're a mother, a woman, a man going through domestic violence, because domestic violence is not just something that women suffer from. It's a lot of men that's suffering from domestic violence, verbal abuse, physical abuse, or people use finances to keep you down. That's abuse. And if you're doing that, may God have mercy on your soul. You will pay for it. You need help because clearly it's repetition of life. Somebody done these things to you, or you were raised in an environment where you saw these things done. It's not okay to hurt anybody or cause anybody pain. We all make mistakes and do things that we may regret or may not have done intentionally or unintentionally. But you have to be compassionate enough to say you're sorry. You got to be compassionate enough to say, this situation that I was in right here, I was wrong in that situation, and I caused hurt and pain in that situation. And because if you did it, you don't have to know what it feel like. You'll get it back times 10. Pain sometimes can be unbearable. So if you put unbearable pain on somebody, and then you got to get unbearable pain back times 10, then sweet Jesus, I don't really know what you're going to do. You're going to have to pray. God is a savior. He's willing to save you. But you got redemption. If you ain't sent your children, see your children. If you hurting women, hurting men, whoever, however it resonates, clean up what you messed up. If you need help, if you're some type of abuser and you need help, I'm gonna put some numbers up on my next video that I make, and I'm really just giving a generalization of everything that I'm gonna be discussing. This is an introduction. I'm a single mother. I'm a grandmother. I have a background in HR, finance, customer service. I'm hardworking. I think I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman. I'm doing a lot of things. I want everybody to know that the only reason you got a dream is so it can come true. Faith is the evidence of things unseen. You got to ask yourself, who report you gonna believe? I don't care if everybody, you gotta learn how to move in the chatter because they're gonna talk about you. Whether you do, if you look bad, they're gonna talk about you. If you look good, they're gonna talk about you. No matter what you do, somebody gonna have something to say. But you got to move with the chatter. Well, you know what? Yeah, they said that about me, but I'm not gonna give in to that. Hey, how you gonna speak to them anyway? Because what? Dust it off, it don't matter. What nobody got to say about you. You got to love to skin you in and own it, because I think I'm the greatest thing that ever walked the earth outside of the Messiah. I love my children and grandchildren. I think they are great. I love everybody. But you got to have an attitude about yourself where you the bomb.com. When you the Chitford and then that way. Excuse my French. I am working. That's one of the things I'm working on. No shout out and then negative getting nobody that cuss and then I cuss. I'm working on not cussing because I'm so gifted. I've been gifted with vernacular. I'm gifted with. I'm very communicable. I have a lot of verbal gifts. So me having such a broad vocabulary, me having a educated mind, and I have a broad band of words to use. I can use other words than filthy words. I'm just saying. No shout out to nobody that like to cuss. Do your thing. Everybody got to stand before the Creator themselves, just like me. So whatever you want to do, do it. Don't shoot the messenger. And if you single, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm single. I'm single. Just because you're single, do not mean you have to be accessible to everybody. You ain't got to be popping and locking and rolling around. And you say that for you somebody special. Don't be out here just throwing it. You got to just throwing it. Don't do that now. Love, this is your essence. This is your, and this goes for women and men. You can't just be giving it to everybody. Everybody can get it. Don't mean that. Women, don't be slutting yourself out all on these social media. I see some terrible stuff sometimes. And if you got to use your body to slut yourself out to get attention, you got low self-esteem. You need to work on loving yourself. You need to love yourself. Because you're more than that. This whether you think I like you or not, whoever you may be. You need to love yourself. You're more than that. God holds a woman at a high regard. He also placed submission on women. I'm going to talk about a lot of things on this forum. This is just my first video, so I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm really excited. I'm kind of anxious, a little bit scared, but I face my fears. You never know how great you can be until you first try being great. Try being great. Whatever you want to do, do it. Don't let nothing and nobody stop you. Take the first step. I challenge everybody to take the first step to do something towards their dream. I don't care if it's just filling out an application for an EIN number. I don't care if it's thinking of a name and writing it down. Get you a book. Write down your ideas. Be creative. Watch your health. We get one body for our whole life. One. That's it. That's it. Ain't no lung transplants. All that smoking and they got a couple of transplants you can get. Liver, kidney, a lot of other stuff. You got one shot at it, you mess it up, and you fucked out. So I did it again. I didn't mean to cuss, but I'm just saying. You gotta love yourself. And if you're attached to somebody, this be it a man or a woman, if you're attached to somebody and they not loving themselves, how in God's name are they gonna love you? It starts with self. Because what you see on the outside reflect what's on the inside. When you see people in a lot of clutter, they're in a lot of chaos. Their mind is cluttered. They got to clear all that out before they can even get to you. They got to clear that out. Motivate them, love them, encourage them. They don't mean they get unconditional love. They don't mean they got unconditional access now. Because if they're toxic, you're just toxic. That's something you got to fix. You don't have to choose to stay in that toxicity. You can choose to rise above it, and be better. Everybody is great. I don't remember going through the scripture ever reading what a creator said that he created this person here. And they made decisions on their own free will that made them the way they are. Then they had to reap the whirlwind that came behind it. If you're looking for protection, spiritual protection, if you feel like people are attacking you spiritually, get you some sage and burn. It's something that everybody does. It works, but you got to also exercise things along with that. You can't burn sage and then let the devil in the house. You can't burn sage and then go lay up with somebody that you know don't mean you no good. You can't do these things and then go do something else that's nuts. You got to be smart. And everybody wants the whole picture. Nobody wants the fraction of a man or a fraction of a woman. 2/3 of a man, 2/3 of nobody wants that. Don't accept it. Look, I like you, but this, you got this, and this. Don't be afraid to tell people the truth. The truth gonna set you free. If you with somebody out of convenience and you really don't want to be with them, let it go. Because you know that ain't right. You're using them. You may say, well, they using me too. Y'all using each other, so both of y'all gonna have to pay for that. The bill come due. Everybody got a karmic debt they gonna have to pay. Me, you, anybody. You're gonna have to pay your bill. So if you do it, think about it. Because you're gonna have to pay the bill come due. You did it. To anybody that sees this, you can reach me by email at classy, CLASSY, Amina, AMINA @iCloud.com. Those close to me, you may have my number. You got access. If you got the number, you got access. You've been blessed. You've been blessed. I'm on social media at Classy Amina Goddess. On my Instagram, I'm on Facebook at Amina Aziz. I love you all. I know I did a lot of talking. This is just my first video introduction. I'm gonna do these videos daily. Every day I'm gonna tackle a different topic. So tomorrow I'm gonna speak on forgiveness. I think forgiveness is the skeleton key to unlock a lot of your doors you're trying to go through in life. You have to have access to forgiveness. You're going to have to be able to let it go. Nothing covered up can heal. That means I don't care if it's by text, you may write it down. You're going to have to be able to forgive people who have said and done some hurtful things to you in your life. If you can't let it go, you won't be able to grow. I love you. This is Amina. Like, share. Thank you. Comment. Have a great day. Bye-bye.